Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the advanced collections in Fusion Cloud. So the major topic which we are going to covering today, manage collections preferences, assign strategies to customers, perform strategy task by customer, or I would say collectors, send dunning letters and verify dunning letters. So this is actually collector. Okay, so and then we'll see the demo. Create two transactions, run. There are four setup jobs to determine delinquency customers or transactions, and how to assign strategy to customer at the customer level, or which level the strategy has to assign. Perform strategy work items, and run the dunning letter program, and we will verify either the letters are sent to customer or not. Yeah, so these are the topics we are going to covering today. So first we'll talk about manage collections preferences. So what are those things? This is the major setup in advanced collections in Oracle Cloud. So the navigation, setup and maintenance, and go to financials and select collections, and the task name is manage collections preferences. So once you land this page, we will see the global preferences which will be controlling collection dashboard. So if you go to the collection dashboard here, collections and collection dashboards, here you notice there are four infodels are there: delinquent, promises, strategy task, and activities. Here, if you open any of the customer data, we will see there are set of subtasks: profile, transaction, aging, contact, history, communication, notes. So these are the sub functions we can see on the screen. So these things, if you go and look at collection preferences, at the global level preferences, we see transaction tab. So in the transaction tab, what are the transaction can be see automatically or defaultly. So here we are saying that the transaction class as a invoices. If you want to see all the transaction classes, then we can keep it as a all. So since we are looking for only invoices, so that we are selecting as an invoice. If you see here transactions, we'll see all the classes invoice over here. So by default it will come invoice only. This is coming from the this setup. And likewise, transactions tab automatically display closed transactions. No, we are saying as a no. That's the reason we can't see the closed transactions in the collection dashboard. And similarly, transaction tab automatically display current transactions. Current transactions in the sense whatever we created recently, those things will be appearing on the collection dashboard. You are saying yes, so that we will be able to see the current transactions here. Likewise, transaction tab from date range. So how many date of transactions should be display on the screen? I mean to say collection dashboard. So 180 days. So like again, if you see transaction tab, date range, number of days after the current date, 30 days only, it will display. If you see here, number of days late, 16. So up to 30 days only, the data will be displayed on the dashboard. And likewise, we can see all the this kind of pre-configured setups we should perform before we are going to enabling advanced collections for the client. And default aging method, we can choose which method you want to enable defaultly. And then delimiter used to separate customer account and site. So how you want to separate or delimiter your this level of the information. Ideally, if you see when you create a chart of accounts, if you want to segregate chart of account segment value segments, so there we also use delimiter over there, right? delimiter. So similarly here also we should use the same kind of function. And minimum number of characters required to perform a search. So this is very important point. If you go and look at collection dashboard, close here, search by, right? Search by customer name, like this we are able to see here. If you want to search here, we should give the three characters. If you give one character, system will not allow to search. It will throw error. Says that the minimum characters of the three, right? Number of characters three. So similarly, this setup is coming from the here. If you give only here 0, then it will be allow for you to search like anything. But we are mentioning here three characters should be required. So that is why we are looking for that. If I go and select as the account like this, then you can search. So it will display the customer belongs to this account number. So, and here allow collectors to update transactions attributes. No. If you want to, as per the solution point of view at the customer, I mean it's a client level, based on their requirement, we can enable this particular task, or else we can keep it as a no. So this is something written email address for dunning correspondence, and transaction sent with the dunning letters. So when you enable, I mean to say, when you send the dunning letters to customers on daily basis, how many transactions should be print on the dunning letter? It is up to 30 transactions. If it is more than 30 transactions, system will not able to send that letters. And number of grace days before a promise is broken, so 0. Since if you are using promises functionality, then you can enable this particular piece. So likewise you can see all of the things for the global preferences. And preferences, collections preference set, this is referring to your RDS, reference data set. And business level, so this is very important setup or configuration before we are enabling the advanced collections. So these things when you discuss with the client, you should understand at what level we are going to use advanced collections, either it is a customer level or is a site level or account level. So there are three structure will be there as per the TCA, trading community architecture. We should have the tree structure. Structure will be like customer, account, and site level. So once you enable here, based on this setup only, the system will assign the strategy for the customers. So you can see here account, customer, and site level. So since they are using customer level, so we'll talk about when you create a transactions and assign those things to your customers at the collection dashboard level. So likewise, and correspondence. Correspondence nothing but as a dunning letters. So here if you see send dispute notice, yes, and then dispute template. If you want to, you can send the dispute template over the email. So similarly, you can see all these things part of your promises and then dunning. I mean to say promises and disputes. And dunning delivery using email. Here the template, when you send the template, what are the email body supposed to send? So here we are saying as a, this is a friendly reminder advising you that the following payments are overdue. So this will be printed when you send the dunning letters. So this is about manage collections preferences. Go to next, assign strategy. So strategies, click on cancel. Here you can see manage collection strategies. Yeah. So this already Oracle has given free defined collections strategies. If you want to use the same thing, we can use at the different levels. strategy level, which already we spoke about business levels. Business level and strategy level both are equal, where you can assign the at account level or customer level, or it would be site level. Okay, each level we can see there are multiple group of the to say collection strategy levels. If you want to enable, you can enable these things, or in use you can enable these things. Strategy type, either it is a pre-delinquent or is a delinquent. So example, if you go and open this particular group name, we will see the what are the tasks should be performed. Yeah, see here, if this is the method will be assigning to your transactions for the delinquent customers. So account catch or collection strategy, right? So when this method will be associated with your customer, then the collector should perform this task. This is the called as a work item, or it is a collection strategy task. So this will be seeing once we create transactions and we'll run the setup jobs. So now we'll create two transactions, and then we'll run the four setup jobs, and we'll see that how to assign the strategy and send the turning letters. Go to receivables, billing, create transaction, US1 business unit, account number 2026380, ABC hardware manufacturing. Select. See now the payment terms net 30, 2 by 10 net 30. 2 by 10 net 30 means if if the customer making a payment below within 10 days, I would say within 10 days, then they will be getting 2% discount. So now let me change the transaction date into October 1st. Now we see due date will be 10/31st, which means that it already crossed the due date, right? So 31 plus 16 days. So it means that 31 plus 16 days, 45 days it will come. Test 50 and 500. Save. Yeah. Transaction number 94765. Click on complete and review. So create one more transactions. Click on duplicate to create another transactions. Change due date. I'm just a transaction, sorry. Transaction date into October 4 and quantity 500. Save. Transaction number 94766. Complete and review. So now we have created two transactions. So now we have to run the four set of jobs to identify either these things are delinquent or not. For that, save and close. Go to navigator, tools, scheduled process. Schedule new process. Job name is refresh receivables transactions for customer account summaries. By running this job, populates summary tables after a set of data is migrated or corrected. Say OK and submit. there won't be any kind of parameters are needed for this job. Click on submit. Refresh until the process will get succeed. The meanwhile should go to collection dashboard and we'll see that this customer, either those two additional transactions which we created, either added or not added. Click on customer. See here, these two got added. So this, wherever you see the status as a delinquent, those things already it got created previously. Now we created first one and third one. So click on done. See, this customer already it is become as a delinquent customer. Submit another set of job name, collection delinquency management. When you run this particular ESR job, it will determine that which are the customer transactions overdue where the customer is not made payment on time as per the due date. Say OK. Select business unit. We should run this job in the two modes. One is full and quick mode. Always you can keep it as a full mode and submit. Refresh until the process will get succeeded. Yeah, it got succeeded now. Let's go to collection dashboard and we'll notice either those two transaction status got changed into delinquent or not. Click on customer. See now, these two, first and third, will get automatically change the status as a delinquent. It means that these particular transactions overdue by the customer not made a payment. Now, so if you go and look at under the profile, so strategy not yet assigned, or we should, it will get overridden with this one. The currently it is assigned. This is the strategy method. Now again we have to run the another two jobs to override this particular strategy method. At present you notice the lowest applicable score is 70. So we'll talk about this next 1 minute. Next, third job is update collections summary data. Update delinquent customer list and refresh aging information. That is what the job is going to performing. For that delinquency method, this particular job we should run at the three modes. One is that update, delete, hold. Select business unit and submit. Refresh until the process will get succeeded. There are several child ESS job also will get triggered based on the parent job to update the your collection dashboard. Yeah, it got completed now. The last job is scoring, collection scoring and assignment. This job is required to assign the strategy based on the customer scoring. Job name is collection scoring and strategy assignment. So read a description. The collection scoring and strategy assignment process calculates scores for customer and assign strategy to customer based on the scoring and strategy assignment setup. Say OK. Select business unit. If you want to run this particular ESI job, any specific customer, yes, that is possible. If you want to run across all the customers, then keep everything as a blank and run it. So now since we are running for one customer, that is 26380. Submit job. Say OK. Refresh until the process will get succeeded. So this job will assign the strategy based on the collection scoring for the customer. Yeah, completed. Now go to collection dashboard. Click on done and click on customer and we'll see. Click on back once again. Previously it was there two invoices. Now it is showing as a four delinquency transactions. So here we can understand that. Notice here strategy average customer recurring delinquency calls. The scoring is 70. Just open the customer information here. We will see all the transactions under the transaction tab. Right? You can see the status is a delinquent here. So scroll down, we can see all the related information for this transaction level. So now click on profile. Profile, this profile will have all the information about. Under the profile, we can see there are two tabs, details and strategies. Details now. Click on details. We will see at what level the collection strategy will assign. Business level, it is a customer and collector is FAS 10 student. And profile class is average. Payment terms 13 net. So by seeing this information, we can understand either which is the profile class and which level the strategy will get assigned to the customer. Click on strategy to see the strategy method. So previously it was there different one. Now it is showing as a average customer recurring delinquency call. The scoring is 70. So where this strategy assignment and method is coming up, that we'll discuss. Open one more tab. Go to setup and maintenance. Collections. All task. Manage collections. Scoring. Scoring and we'll see the first scoring and then we'll go to strategy. So we are using this scoring at the customer level. So notice here customer scoring. Click on customer scoring. So this is the page where you can understand the data points for scoring. So now if you want to see the scoring for this customer, click on next tab. Scroll down. Give the customer name or account number 26380. Use one business unit. Click on sample score. See here 90. So this range will pass under the 70 bucket. So that is the reason the system will calculate the 70 score over the collection dashboard. So how these data points and data point detailed result will be appearing on the screen now based on the this range. If you see there are four transactions we have at the collection dashboard. If you click on this one, this is the four transactions we have. So based on this it will be displaying the score here. So if the transactions, let's say example, party delinquents rate 91 plus days and 61 to 90 days, 31 to 60 days and 1 to 30 days. So which of the transactions falls under the 1 to 30 days? If you go and look at here, anything is there? 30 days? No. And similarly, if you see 31 to 60 days, so the data points result is 0. So 0 is, it is under the rate, we can see from range to 2 range, 0 to 1. If it is the data result is coming this range or this percentage, then the score would be 100. So wherever you see the data result is data point result 0, then the data point results 100, because this bucket range is coming in the this range 0 to 1 range, the score value would be 100. Likewise, 31 to, sorry, 1 to 30 days, you can see if it is the data result, the data point result would be from range to range. If it is 0 to 1, then the score would be 100 value. Similarly, if it is 1.01 equal to 10, so 50 score. Similarly, 10.01 to 20 score, I mean it's the range, it would be 30 score. Similarly, 20 to 100. So now the data point result is 100 here. The scoring, if you see this, it is coming under the 20 to 100 range. That's the reason the score value is calculating as a 1 and assigned here. Data point results. So how to calculate weightage score? Weightage score always would be calculated by weight into data point result, data point detailed result. 0.4 into 100, 40. 0.3 into 100, 30. 0.2 into 100, 20. 0.1 into 1, 0.1. Total score is 0. So 901. So 90.1. So this is how the system will calculate a scoring for the customers. Save and close. Go to strategies now. So at the which level the strategy is going to assigning customer level, right? So here if you look at which strategy got assigned now, if you go and look at strategy, lowest applicable score is 70 and strategy method is average customer recurring delinquency call. Here you see the strategy method is average customer standard strategy assignment. This is the one. Go and click on it. Yeah. So now notice it here. Lowest applicable score is 150, 70. So based on this score, so what is the score now here? 70. So where the 70 is applicable here? The last one. So this is the strategy method name. Average customer recurring delinquency call. So based on this scoring, this particular strategy method name will get assigned to the customer over here. So this is the linkage between these setup. If it is the score would be 50, then the strategy method would be assigned this one, average customer late delinquency strategy. So now the score is 70. That is the reason the method name got assigned as average customer recurring delinquency call. So here when the strategy method assigned to the customer, so what are the work items or what are the collection strategy items supposed to perform by the collector? So there are three are there. Friendly reminder customer call, of offer 5% rebate next purchases, moderate customer call. So these three will be associated with the your collection method. I mean, it's a strategy collection method here. If you see, this is the one. Under this, we have three work items. The same, these three only assigned to your customer here. So that is how we should understand these linkage setups. So now we'll run the ESS job to send a dunning letters to the customer. The job name called as send dunning letters. Save OK. So define dunning configuration name is dunning letters. Submit. If you want to run dunning letters for a specific customer, we should provide the customer name or customer account number or collector name also. It will send the dunning letters to customers. Submit and click on refresh until the process job will get completed. So ideally when you run the then sorry send dunning letters, there is another child job will get triggered, that is dunning delivery. This particular job will says that either the dunning letter will be sent to customer or not once the process will get completed. So it will take a while. Yeah, succeeded. Perfect, it got succeeded. Now if you want to see the output, click on dunning delivery, scroll down. Here I can notice that how many jobs got triggered. I'm going to say let us triggered. Template name, format, and so on. So we can see here. If you go and click on expanded this one, we will see the down. So these are the different customers. Now you will see our customer name here. Click on done. Click on again customer name. Go to see. Dunning letters information will be stored under the history tab. Under history we can see correspondence. Correspondence will it will display the where exactly the letters are sending to the customers. So here it got triggered as a soft dunning template. So address is so and so address, delivery status succeeded. So if you want to see the letter, just click on template name and it will display. In the down we will see which are the transactions as part of your dunning letter. Yep. So this is how the dunning letters will send to customers. If you see here, this is a friendly reminder advising you that the following payments are overdue. So this particular piece is coming from your manage collections preferences setup, which I already shown you the first. So this particular setup, or I would say this letter, where it is coming up. Open one more tab, go to navigator, reports and analytics. Click on browse catalog. Click on search, location all folders. Click on search, type as dunning. Click on search. So now you see here collections, send dunning letter formats. Click on edit. We'll see all the four formatters here. So soft dunning template old and moderate dunning template, and likewise we have. If you now we have sent soft dunning format. In that case, click on here. Click on edit. We'll see the RTF template. So this is the format which will be printing the all the transactions in this place. See here, subject courtesy reminder. This is a friendly reminder advising you that the following payments are overdue. So the same thing we will see at the letter level. This is how it is. Subject is courtesy reminder. So this is how you should understand this dunning letter. Ideally, this dunning letter should be prepared by technical team, and basically, like Oracle has given pre-defined templates. If you want to customize it based on the your client, then we can make it changes accordingly. Says that lettering and then logos, some information about what data has to be print on the body level. So finally, go to transactions, see the status, and here and on the profile level we will see all the informations about strategies. Now the collector. So what is the collector name? FS 10. So now if you go and click on strategy, we can see this particular task. This particular task, the first one, friendly reminder customer call, is associated with the this guy, Hang Chen. So now this guy has to log in with his credentials and perform this work item to complete this task. So this is how we can see the collections from the dashboard. So we discussed about how to create two transactions and set up jobs, and how to determine delinquency transactions of the customers and assign strategy to customer at customer level. And we have seen work items, and we have sent the dunning letters as well, and we have verified the format. So finally, I'll show one more point here. If you want to resend the dunning letters again to customers, go to history, select which letter you want to send, and click on resend. The system again will trigger the another job to send a letters to customers. Yeah, succeeded. So this is how we can perform advanced collections at the to say in Oracle Fusion Cloud. Thanks for watching my video. Please do subscribe and share. Thank you.